everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is my January favorites video. I'm so excited. My monthly favorites are my favorite to film, so I always get kind of giddy. I don't know. I love talking about things that I love, so just bear with me on the cheesiness. But I do have a few fails in this video, which I will kind of go through those later on. I have to mention, many of you guys have probably noticed that my audio has been crazy up and down recently, and it's because I got a new microphone and I've been struggling with it, and I just have not liked the audio that I've been getting from it. So one of my amazing followers mentioned, I don't know the actual term for it. She did, because she knows her stuff, but I don't even know. It's called a lavalier. I don't know. Anyway, this is a clip-on microphone, and so I'm using that audio. I've kind of tested it, and I actually quite like the audio. I'm just kind of looking for your guys' feedback. I'm not wearing it. It's like a clip-on, and I'm not wearing it because I talk with my hands, obviously. You guys know that. So I'm feeling like I'm just going to constantly hit it. I actually have it connected to the microphone stand. Anyways, long story short, I'm testing out a new microphone. Let me know if you guys like the audio in this video. If not, I'm going to keep working on it, you guys. It's just a journey for me. I don't understand any of this. So yeah, and I'm also getting a new phone this week, so expect my swatches and comparisons to be so much better. I'm so excited. I haven't quite decided which phone I'm going to get because I have been an Android user, well, forever, since I started using a phone. And the thought of switching to an iPhone kind of scares me. So I've been going back and forth on maybe getting the new Samsung Galaxy 21. I don't know that I'm going to wait till the 22 comes out. I think it comes out in like mid-February. So I don't know, you guys. I'm kind of up in the air. I don't know if I want to make the switch. My life is already like so busy that I don't have time to learn a new phone. And like, so yeah. I'm thinking I might just stick with what I know and love, but the new Samsung Galaxy S21, from what I understand, has amazing camera. So I'm really excited and hoping that the camera is really going to make a big difference. I, right now, have the S10. Yeah, so I haven't upgraded my phone for a very long time. I'm just not one of those that keeps up with that kind of stuff. The only time that I upgrade is when I need to. And my phone's been quite a bugger lately. It just been lagging on me, and it's just kind of, I know it's been time. I've had this phone for a couple years. I'm just not someone that just upgrades all the time. I let my kids upgrade all the time because, you know, they're teenagers. But like, for me, I only do it when I absolutely need to, and I kind of feel like I need to. So I'm going to get one this week. Be on the look for better photos and all of that, which is exciting. So that's kind of an update on me. Let me know about the audio. I would love your guys' feedback. Before we jump into my favorites, this video is kindly sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare has been an amazing platform for me. I've been using it for, gosh, probably the last 6 to 7 months now. They've been sponsoring my favorites videos for the last several months. Even when my sponsorship contract ends with them, I'm going to continue the service because I just love it. It's just one of my favorites because, again, I'm not good with any of this stuff. So that platform has been amazing for me. As I mentioned, I've been trying to figure out which phone to buy. And that, of course, I turned to Skillshare. And if they didn't have a class specifically for the Galaxy 21 phone, which is totally fine, but I ran across a bunch of different classes on how to take better photos with your phone. For 3 hours, I was hooked. I just kept watching class after class after class, just like looking and kind of learning. My mind was blown on all of the features that our phones are capable of. So when I get that new phone, I'm going to be putting all those lessons to the test and see if I can do it. If you've never heard of Skillshare, Skillshare is an amazing platform that has over 30,000 different classes that you can choose from. Artistry to self-help to cooking, gardening, you name it, they have it. It's quite incredible to see the amount of information that's on that website. And All of the instructors, they're so good at describing things and they give you step-by-step instructions. I need step-by-step instructions, you guys. That's just kind of who I am. I'm a very detailed person. As you guys know, I like to do very thorough reviews. So details are so important to me. That's just part of my personality. So that is the reason why Skillshare has been such an amazing platform for me. If you guys are interested in checking out Skillshare, they are offering a 1-month free trial to my followers just so that you can try it, check it out, get a feel for it, and then you can kind of decide if you want to commit and continue on with the membership, which I appreciate that. I like it when they give us even a month. Like a month is a long time to know if you're going to get use out of something. So I appreciate that. I will leave a link to it in the description box down below. And thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Let's go ahead and jump into my favorites because I'm like beaming off the walls right now. And I really, really hope my microphone is working. Fingers crossed. You know, I hope I don't have to turn this sucker on. I think I've got it on. I think I do. I really hope it is. Let's go ahead and jump into my favorites. I'm so excited. I have some amazing things to share with you guys. So the first thing I got to talk about, you guys, is this new primer from Hourglass. It has kind of blown my mind. This is the Vanish Airbrush Primer, and I am absolutely shocked on how well this works. Here's the thing. First of all, I don't feel like it gives me an airbrush look. This primer locks and loads my makeup. It controls shine amazingly well. You guys know that I love to use the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, you know, just because I feel like my foundation kind of melts into my skin. So how I've been doing it, of course I use my moisturizer with sunscreen, but I do go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, put a thin, even layer all over the skin, and then I take a dot of this and I spread it all over right here in this area and like the center of my face and right here along my chin. This stuff locks and loads my makeup. It is fabulous. It's been a while since a primer has really impressed me. And it's been a while since I have noticed an actual difference with a primer. I don't know if you guys are like me, but like sometimes I'll use a primer. I'm like, oh, it's a good primer, but like, I don't know that it makes that much of a difference. Like, am I the only one that feels that way? But there's something about this primer and the way that it locks and holds my makeup. I am quite impressed with that. I'm going to keep continuing to use it. I've probably used it maybe 5-6 times now. In fact, you guys know that I have reviewed the NARS foundation, which I will get into that in a little bit. I do like this foundation, but I had a hard time getting it to kind of stay on and not completely separate from my face. This actually helped hold it, which was really surprising and very impressive. The Charlotte Tilbury, the new Beautiful Skin Foundation, not so much, which I'll get into that in a minute. But this did hold up this foundation so much better than any of the other primers that I wore with it. So very, very impressed with this Hourglass. Kind of excited about it, to be honest with you. Let's talk about this blush from Chanel. This is a part of the Spring Summer 2022 collection. Okay, I bought the wrong shade in the blush. You guys could clearly see I could not get that to show up on my skin for nothing. And the more that I built it, it continued to like pack on and it just looked powdery and it didn't look natural. It didn't work, okay? So I went ahead and gave that to my daughter. I already shipped it to her. She's so excited. She loves it, by the way. And I went ahead and picked up this shade, which I haven't been able to pronounce yet. I think it's called Brun Rossi. I don't know, but anyway, you guys get the drift. So this is the darker one, and I actually thought this was quite purple in the images, which is the reason why I didn't get it, but it's not. It's got such a beautiful terracotta shade. I love this color. It is gorgeous. Applies beautifully. It's got that kind of soft baked formula to it, and it doesn't get dusty. It looks so beautiful, quite pigmented. So you only need the tiniest amount to apply, and it is gorgeous. So I am so excited about this. I love this new shade. I had to mention, picked it up. It is beautiful. So happy about it. Speaking of Chanel, in that video, I also used this shade, which is in the new Rouge Cocoa Balm. It is the number 918 in the shade My Rose. I'm kind of here for this, you guys. I love it. It's got such a natural, beautiful pink color to it. Now, don't get me wrong. These do not last on the lips very long. So just FYI, they are kind of more of that lip balmy, but I just love it when I apply it. Oh, it's so pretty. So I went ahead and picked up the shade 916 Flirty Coral. And these have been kind of swapping back and forth in my purse, and it's just something I kind of throw on. Gosh, it's pretty. So that's Flirty Coral, and that is My Rose, and I am loving this shade. Speaking of more of a lip balm that don't last very long, but I really like it. I know it sounds dumb, but anyway. I am loving these from Makeup by Mario. So these are the moisturizing plumping lip balms. So you twist it. Okay, I bought 2 shades. So this one is the shade Rose Glow. Look at the pigment. Look at the pigment on this. Like, these have a lot of opacity. And then I also, of course, had to pick up the apricot. Of course, I had to pick up the apricot. Of course, I had to pick up the apricot. I had to pick up the apricot glow. Woo! That was a tough one. I don't know why. So dumb. It's not that hard to say, Tara. Come on. Okay, so that's apricot. Why do I keep saying apricot? This is the apricot glow. Holy hot damn. I am a mess today, you guys. I am an absolute mess. So that's the apricot glow, and this is the, what did I say it was called? Rose Glow. So that's Rose Glow, and that's apricot. I give up. I freaking give up. These are so pretty. Just hydrating, juicy, beautiful. Love them. Okay, so now that we got the ones that are I really like, but they don't last very long, kind of out of the way, let's move on to this shade from Burberry. I am obsessed. Absolutely obsessed. This is the Burberry Kisses. It is a 14 Pearl Delicate Rose. It's made in Italy. The whole component is absolutely stunning. It's magnetized. It's gorgeous. It's Burberry, you guys. And this color is perfect. It lasts obviously longer than like the glossers or even these balms from Chanel. But it also gives that hydrated look because it kind of has more of that like sheen to it. Kind of something similar to maybe like the kissing formula from Charlotte Tilbury. I will tell you though, I love this packaging way more than the ones from Charlotte Tilbury. And actually, these are about the same price as the ones from Charlotte Tilbury. So Burberry, man, these are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So I got one more lipstick to talk. I cannot speak today, you guys. I got one more lipstick to talk about. And these are absolutely stunning. These are the houndstooth pattern in these Dior lipsticks. So these are refillable, and this packaging is so, it just screams Dior to me. It screams luxury. It's just beautiful. It's so pretty. I have it sitting out here on my counter because it's just so beautiful to look at. Look at the embossing on this, you guys. Check this out. Is that not the most beautiful? Oh, she is something just special. That is New Rose, and New Rose is a satin balm. So this is more of a balm, but I love this packaging, and the great thing about this packaging is it's refillable. So the other shade that I got is 525, and it's called Cherry or Cherie. I'm not sure. Sherry, I think it might be Sherry Metallic. Oh, she's pretty. Look at this shade. Look at that shade. So gorgeous. So those are the 2 shades that I chose in the houndstooth collection, but they have tons of Dior shades available in this packaging, and I am so excited about it. They also launched a quint in the houndstooth pattern, and it is the quint in the shade Tutu. So it was the Tutu palette that they decided to do the houndstooth, which is a great palette, great color story, just so complimentary. So I had to share with you guys Those beautiful lipsticks from Dior. Let's talk about this new bronzer from Rare Beauty. So some of these shades have been sold out on the Rare Beauty website. I think they only have like 2 of the 5 shades in stock, but I think 4 of the 5 shades are in stock on the Sephora website. But I have been absolutely loving this bronzer. This I have in the shade Always Sunny, and it's a perfect formula, super easy to throw on. Gorgeous color, gorgeous undertone, easy to blend. It's just such a kind of easy to throw on type of thing. Very affordable for what you get. It looks like you get, you get 7 grams worth of product. So I'm actually really, really happy with this bronzer. I've been using it since I put up that video and I've been loving it. Same goes for the powder. I've been actually really, really enjoying this powder. I'm wearing it again today. Love the packaging. It's not too thick of a formula where it's too heavy on the skin. Just looks amazing. I absolutely love it. Great formula. It's been a minute since I found a setting powder that I've really fallen in love with, just because the only other powder that I love is the Hourglass, and I was really struggling to try to find one that was kind of similar to the Hourglass. Personally, I think for me, the Hourglass is still my favorite, but that one is coming hard for it because it's a great powder. Let's talk about these. Let's talk about these. So you guys know that I have mentioned the LA Girl color corrector in the shade Peach to kind of color correct. I put up a video like a week or 2 ago sharing the 5 game-changing makeup tips that I learned over the year of 2021. And in that video, I talked about the color corrector and how it allows you to apply just such a thin, even layer to kind of correct the under eye and then go over top of it with concealer, which looks so much better because I actually end up using less concealer and it doesn't look so heavy. So I've loved the Peach color corrector so much that I decided to go ahead and get an actual shade for a concealer. So while I was at it, I was like, you know what? If you go back to like 5-6 years ago, everybody was using these on YouTube. Like everybody loved them, right? So I remember people loving this formula to use as a contour. So I thought, well, while I'm buying it, I'm going to go ahead and get me a contour color. Loving this. So the concealer shade that I bought is medium beige. I'm wearing it right now. It is so thin and lightweight, but great coverage. I actually quite like this $3.99 concealer. It is mind-blowing how amazing it is. And I'll be honest with you, I like it so much better than this YSL one. They kind of have the same type of brush on them, if you will. So this is the YSL Touche Éclat Radiant Concealer. I have the high cover, and I have a few shades in these trying to make them work, which is a disaster. But they both have like those brush tips on them, okay? And same goes for the, this one does too. And I love this. This is, in my opinion, this is so much better than the one from YSL. I would say the one from YSL definitely has less coverage, right? So even though it says high cover, it's high cover for this product, but it's not high cover for a concealer, right? I like this from LA Girl more than I do from the one from YSL. I feel like I don't have to apply very much and it just a little goes the longest way. Great, great concealer. So I have been wearing the shade Expresso as a contour, taking it straight off of the thing. I do a few little dabs here on the face, few little dabs up here on the forehead, blend it out. Because it's a concealer, it blends right into the skin. So you don't have to like fuss with it because it's not too thick and not too heavy and it's not too muddy, it's not too this. Because it's a concealer, it's made to blend into the skin. Blends like a dream. I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. I think it's going to be my new favorite contour product, to be honest with you. This is the shade Expresso. It has a perfect undertone for the contour. It's not too gray. It's not too red. It's just a great color. I am loving it. And it blends out so easily. Look at that. I am loving it. Great product. I can see why these were like all the hype years ago. And they're amazing. Okay, so a few products for the hair and a little bit of an update on my little Dyson routine. You guys know I love my Dyson. My Dyson, to this day, my Dyson is the best investment I have ever made on myself, ever. Over Botox. If I had to pick between a Dyson and a Botox, I would say Dyson because the Dyson's gonna last longer than Botox, but I still need the Botox. Okay, anyway, back to the Dyson. So, as many of you guys know, I've had the Dyson for a little over a year now, and I am in love with it, okay? Well, recently, I started using the round brush to dry my hair. And I get the most, like this hair, if believe it or not, this hair is 3 days old and I haven't done anything to it. So I've been drying my hair with the round brush. So basically I just take it, you know, put it on here. And of course I section it because I've got long hair because I got extensions. So it's, but I just kind of keep going through it like this and just dry it section by section. Okay. Once I get it about 85 to 90% dry, I know that's pretty descriptive, but once I get it almost dry, okay, it's just almost dry, I switch and I go into the rollers. I don't do every hair, so I basically just do kind of like the top layers, and I go through and use this to kind of curl it. I haven't used a curling iron in over a month. This has been my go-to, these two. I don't need a curling iron. It's fantastic. This sat in my little like case, when you order the Dyson, it comes in this big huge case with all these compartments and all these little attachments. This sat in that case this whole time. And I decided to pull it out because I thought, I'm going to start round brushing my top pieces just to kind of give me that, extra whoop-de-swoop. Well, no. Now it's become like the best part of the Dyson along with this. These two are a dream come true. Okay, so with that said, if you use a round brush, whether it's the Dyson or you take an actual round brush while you're blow drying your hair, if you use a round brush to blow dry your hair, this is an absolute game-changing hair product from Oribe. So this is the Royal Blowout Heat Styling Spray. Wow. Wow. This stuff makes the hair shine like a dream. And it not only gives such a beautiful shine, but the way that it kind of gives that texture through the hair as you're drying it, I can't describe it. It's fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous. One of the best Oribe products, especially as you're using that round brush, and the round brush kind of blends it into the hair. Oh, I'm obsessed with it. So you spray it on damp hair from the mid shaft to the ends. Don't put it on your roots because it is a tiny bit, I wouldn't say oily, but it kind of, you can see it has a shine to it. Do not spray this on your roots. Promise you, you will not love it. You spray it on the damp hair from mid shaft to ends, go section by section to blow even smoother and straighter. It is phenomenal. If you use a round brush to style your hair, this is like a game changer. Oh, it's so good. Well, while I bought that, I went ahead and grabbed this. This is the Flash Form Finishing Spray Wax. In my last Dyson video, I talked about the, I think it's Kevin Murphy. It's a styling wax. I love that one from Kevin Murphy, but I get that from my hair salon, and it's not as easily accessible as Oribe is. I've tried a few different styling wax in the aerosol cans, and I don't really love them. The one from Kevin Murphy I absolutely love. So I thought, well, I'm going to try this one from Oribe. Oh, it's so good. You just spray it right here, like on your ends, and it kind of just gives you that texture. You know, the wax that comes in the little tubs, and you kind of dig it out and kind of put it through your hands, and then, you kind of separate it and kind of go through. Well, this is that, but in a spray form, and it kind of keeps the hair styled, and it gives it some movement. I love it. I love it. And it's not too strong, so you give it a good shake. Make sure you give it a good shake. If you don't give it a good shake, it doesn't like mix the product up very good. Oh, it is so good, you guys. I don't love every product that I've gotten from Oribe, but the ones that I like, I love. They're like those products that, like, if you fall in love, you can't go without them, and that's kind of how it is. So now my top favorites from Oribe, I would say dry texturizing spray. Ooh, it is perfect. Love the dry shampoo. I mean, it's the best dry shampoo, in my opinion, on the market. Then you have the shampoo and conditioner, which I absolutely love. I do go back and forth between Olaplex and Oribe because I love them both equally. And these two products, they're so good. Okay, I gotta talk about these two products from Skinceuticals, you guys. Wowza. Okay, so I remember I mentioned that I went to the dermatologist a month and a half ago, and I was asking her about what retinol that she loves. Now, the reason why I don't do the tretinoin is because I kind of had a reaction to tretinoin, and my skin does not work well with tretinoin. Retinol I can use, but there's something about the tretinoid or tretinoil. I'm probably saying that wrong, but you guys know which one I'm talking about. So retinol is kind of really the only one that I can personally use. I mean, I could use the tretinoil, but I prefer not to. Anyway, she told me her favorite retinol was the Skinceuticals, and boy, is this, wow. This is the best retinol out on the market. There's no other retinol that works like this one. Like, it's immediately effective. Like, the next day you're like, oh. And I actually ordered 0.5. She told me to start with 0.5, and I thought, well, I've been on retinol all these years. I can totally do the one. Yes, she was right. So I went ahead and ordered the 0.5. This one is way too strong. So I went ahead and ordered the 0.5. I'm going to go ahead and try it. But boy, was my dermatologist right. This Skinceuticals Retinol, fabulous. Now, this has completely kind of blown my marbles. This is the Skinceuticals Age Eye Complex. It is a potent skin remedy to diminish the look of dark circles, puffiness, and visible effects caused by glycation. This eye serum is phenomenal. You guys, I actually need to order me another one because I'm almost out of it. This has really lightened my dark circles under my eyes. I'm so impressed. It keeps my under eyes so hydrated. And for example, right now we're in the dead of winter, okay? And I was reviewing the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Eyes to Mesmerize. They were a bugger to get off, you guys. So hard to get off. It tore my eyes to shreds getting those suckers off. So I immediately went in with this, and my eyes weren't sore the next day. And that was the first time that has ever happened. Normally, when I have to tug that hard to get something off my eyes are going to be super sore the next day. Not with this. This is not only hydrating, but it does target the dark circles. I'm so impressed with it. Great product. You know I had to share it with you guys. Let's talk about these. You're like, what is those? Yeah, okay. Let's talk about these. You guys know that I have 3 little doggies, and thank God I do, because with this whole empty nester thing going on with both of my children out of my house, if it wasn't for my dogs, my husband and I would be completely mad. We'd have lost our minds by now. If you guys haven't heard of Barkbox, it is a subscription box for dogs. Of course, they don't know I'm talking about it. I've been subscribed to them. They don't even know who I am, okay? So we've been getting a Barkbox for probably 3 years now. I know my German Shepherd, my Golden is my newest dog, and he is 1.5 years old. And let's see, I would say we were probably getting a Barkbox at least 1.5 years before we got him. So it's been at least 3 years since we've been a member of Barkbox. Barkbox is a monthly subscription for your dogs. So basically, you can, you get a box every month, and they have toys and treats and just good stuff in there, okay? And I love the themes. And my German Shepherd is so smart. She knows exactly what that box is. When she sees that box sitting on the counter, she sees those big, bold, black letters sitting on that box. She knows exactly what it is. And all the dogs go crazy. My Golden is finally starting to figure out that, oh, this is a fun treat. I get all those new toys because my dogs love their toys. My Shih Tzu, she loves them, not for the toys. She's 13, so she doesn't really love the toys like the other two, but she loves all the treats. But I would say my German Shepherd loves it the most. Like, she just flips out over it. So recently, they started these for an add-on, and these are dental sticks for the dogs, and actually, it comes with toothpaste. It's like $22 a month or something like that to add on to the box. So it has this toothpaste, which is a triple enzyme toothpaste for dogs, which, let me just tell you, I'm the worst with brushing my dog's teeth because I can't do it. There's something about it. I have to have my husband do it. You guys, I can clean up crap, throw up, piss, you name it, I can clean it. But I cannot clean dogs' teeth. I can clean their butts before I can do their teeth. It's so weird. I don't understand it, but it is what it is. Ooh, I can't do it. Can't do it. I think it's something to do with saliva. I don't know, but I can't do their teeth. So this has been a perfect setup for me because I don't have to clean it. No toothbrush required. Now, in our defense, my husband still does go over like the sides with, you know, he has this little like finger toothbrush that he'll kind of go up in there. But for the most part, this has kind of been taking over. And they're shaped like this, and you got this little hole right here. So then you take the toothpaste and you go down inside here, okay, and fill this up. This whole thing with the toothpaste, it's fabulous. Oh, it's been a saving grace for me. I don't have to, oh, and the dogs love it. The dogs absolutely love it. So I wanted to mention it. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Barkbox. If you guys love your animals as much as we do, Barkbox is the bomb. Our dogs love it. And, you know, they get such a joy out of it. And now they got a big old, I've got like a big thing in my living room with just filled with dog toys. In fact, I'm going to put a picture right up here so you guys can see what it looks like. It's a huge thing of dog toys. And they flip and go bananas over them. And then I got toys I'm cleaning up after toddlers at the end of the night. But they love it and it makes me happy. And if they're happy, mama's happy. So those are my favorites for the month of January. Let's go ahead and jump into a few fails. Let's talk about it, you guys. Oh, let's have a conversation. Okay, so I originally got these. So this is from Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is her Skin Perfecting Blurring Tint. It's bad. Okay. I bought these to review them, and they're just bad, you guys. It's not a good blurring tint. I don't even know what product. I don't even understand it. So, yeah, I knew it wasn't going to have any coverage, right? So I knew, like, I heard her talk about it. It doesn't have any coverage, you know. You can use it as a primer. You can kind of use it to kind of even out the skin tone. But my problem is getting it on the skin to get it to blend out. It looks it completely disappears. It not only, like, disappears, but it makes your face look crazy. Like, so bonkers. It just like emphasizes in the most weirdest way. So it's almost like this invisible bad product on your face. Like, it's almost like you took something that's invisible and you put it on and it made it look 50 times worse. I don't understand it. This stuff is bad. Like, I do not like it. I have tried it so many times and it's thick and oh, it looks terrible. This stuff looks, and here's the thing, I'm surprised that, like, she wears this because Jaclyn Hill always has a lot of coverage. Like, every time I've seen her, she's got, you know, flawless coverage, and maybe she's got something more coming. Well, I'm assuming she probably does, but this is not good. Do not order this, you guys. Don't waste your money on it. And that, by the way, was the shade Tan. By the way, the shade I just had all over my stinking hand was shade Tan. Tan. That is tan. No, my friends. No, that is not tan. That is medium. Now I got this crap all over me, but it like emphasizes everything, like pores, wrinkles. It looks weird. I've never seen a product like it, and it's like, what the hell is it? So don't waste your money on that, you guys. Don't waste your money. Let's talk about the concealer. Okay, so this concealer is best for those who have no wrinkles, period. Here's the thing. It's not a terrible concealer, but it's very dry. And if you have aging under eyes, just stay clear of it because it's just not, it's not pretty on the under eye. It's just one of those like cakey, thick, dry concealers. Emphasizes, looks terrible, heavy, thick, gross. Ugh, I'm just not a fan of it. So, moving on. Let's talk about this disastrous palette. You guys, I'm still sore about this palette. I really am. I'm still ticked about it. I had such high hopes for it, and I am so disappointed. Just thoroughly disappointed. Not good. And neither is the face palette. You guys, I have used this palette a few times since I did that video, and this palette is a flippin' nightmare. It is a flippin', I got a hair on my face somewhere. This is a flippin' nightmare. I don't understand this palette. I don't understand it. And this is the driest cream contour. Driest. She is dry AF, and it's like hard to blend, and it doesn't look natural, and it looks muddy and gross, and ugh, I am just not a fan. Not a fan. Don't buy it. Don't waste your money. It is not good. P.S. Many of you guys have been waiting for my worst of 2021, okay? I have a freaking long list. And the other day, I filmed that video. It was like 2.5 hours of filming, which I was gonna try to dial it down to like 45-minute video because it's gonna be a long video because there's a lot of products in that video. And guess what? The audio was so bad that I gotta refilm it. So that video, I'm going to be refilming and I will definitely upload by the end of the week. So be on the look for that. So really quick, let's talk about the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Eyes to Mesmerize. I don't have them because I've already boxed them up, returned them. They're bad. They are so bad. Not only did they trash my eyelids, I had to work so hard and rub way harder than I should ever have to take makeup off. And that was using eye makeup remover, the one from Sephora that's got the oil in it to kind of break it up. I had to keep going over it and going over it and going over it. And you guys, no. You do not want to be tugging on your eyelids like that, especially at our age. Like, come on. They are so bad, and I want to know who in the hell even approved them. So not only were they tearing up my eyelids, but they tore up my brushes, you guys. They tore up my brushes. So the brushes I used in that video, I washed them the next day. I had to work hard to get it out. And one of the brushes is looking a little bit coarse and kind of funky looking. I've been kind of researching to see if I can find like a deep conditioning or something like that to kind of put them back to life. But these are bad. And, you know, here's the thing. I did have a few people say, well, you know, maybe you used them wrong, or maybe you shouldn't have like applied them on top of each other, meaning like I used the lighter shade as the base. But I'm like, what are they for if you can't do that? Like, why have all of those shades if you can't use them as a base? It doesn't make sense. With a matte eyeshadow like that, you should be able to wear them any way you want to without them being so dry. They are bad, and fortunately, I'm not the only one that feels that way. And even though they did tear up some of my brushes and tore the crap out of my eyelids, I do not regret buying them and doing a video on them, because I hope that I stopped all of you from buying them, because they are a bad product. And I'm still just trying to wonder, like, where did these come from and who even approved them? And I normally don't return my makeup, but I definitely returned those. It was almost like I needed to prove a point that these are bad. These are just bad. Here's the thing. When I put up that video, I was very nervous. I'm thinking, oh, what did I do wrong? Like, how did I use them? How did it go so wrong? And then as the days progressed and more content was being uploaded on YouTube and more reviews were coming out, and I was seeing thumbnails of people being like, what the hell are these things? I was like, thank you, God. And then I saw Wayne Goss, who is an actual makeup artist. He used them and he didn't like them. And I was like, yay, I'm not the only one. At the end of the day, they're just way too hard to use, and I just don't recommend them, and they're still trash. So that's it, you guys. Those are my favorites for the month of January, and of course a few fails. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I've been filming for a very long time. This is going to be a very long video to edit because I've just continued to ramble. I don't know what I'm in. I don't know what I've been smoking today, but basically I am in a talking mood, I guess, at the end of the day. Thank you again to Skillshare for sponsoring the video. Thank you guys for watching and joining me today. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Love you. Bye.